Satnam Maharaj Kaur here. I'm going to be giving you a cosmic interlude with the wisdom of the stars, and I want to share with you, if I only had one pose that I could do, one movement through Kundalini Yoga, what would it be and why would I do it? And it's a perfect time to bring this online as we end the year and we clear our karma. So this week, we're going to have a full moon in Gemini. A full moon always means it opposes the sun. So Gemini opposes the Sagittarius sun. And this full moon in Gemini is going to be asking us to have a clearer mind, to communicate better. There's also these aspects with Chiron and Neptune and Jupiter that are bringing about a very grounded and tangible ending of this year. You're really being invited to review and to be honest and really look at your love relationships and also be able to take a step back and where it went wrong this year, this decade, not in a way that you're punishing yourself, but in a way that this full moon gives you clarity. Clarity to say, you know what? I can do some things different. Or you also might be able to see, God, those little changes I made this year, this decade, big. For me, because I'm such a talker, to talk less has been so amazing. To not decide, Marcia, to not make my statement, to wait and see how other things unfold for the people around me. And what I have been experiencing is it sort of works itself out. They come back to me, they've done it, and now we can just be together in the healing. This Gemini moon is so mental and verbal and communicative, and just remember that we are communicating from our third eye to third eye, our frontal lobe to frontal lobe. So you really want to do a lot of things that clear the arc line and make you pure so that you can be thinking good thoughts, praying good prayers, hoping the best for everybody. That's really, really important all the time, but especially right now as we close this decade and year. So I want to give you something that will make you feel good whenever you need to feel good. And it's the Sufi grind. And I want to really explain how it should be done and why it should be done this way. I want you to take your palms and put them on your knees, okay? And you're going to bring your heart forward. Inhale. As you move yourself, doesn't matter which way, as you come back, I want you to slouch and tuck the chin into the thyroid and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. As you're doing this, feel the belly as it sweeps across the thighs and brushes onto the pelvis. You are massaging your spine. You are massaging the intestines. So here's what I really want us to know. Serotonin, which is oxytocin, is more of a heart, and I'm going to do some other things on that, but serotonin it's the hormone that makes us feel all is well. It's a happiness hormone, but it's also, there's like, I would like to call it bliss, where it's joy and peace combined, right? So as you move this way, you're massaging your spine and your intestines and your tummy. So 80% of your serotonin is created down here in the intestines, okay? So when we do this, we're kind of moving the energy and we're inviting this amazing natural thing that happens, a release of serotonin. So, you know, right now during the holidays, whether it's Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or winter solstice or Christmas, or if you're like me, I always joke I'm like a polyamory religious person, and like I love it all. I love it all. I love God and I love all the ways. So anyways, there's a call to decorate, right? And there's a call to make special foods, and there's a call to connect more with people, and it can be overwhelming. So we do this pose, and I want you to invite yourself to do this in the morning, really slow, for at least 3 minutes. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Whenever you're feeling stressed out, if you can, even get yourself in a bathroom if you're at work, or, when I worked at State Fund, I used to go in the stairwell. No one was ever in the stairwell because it was just for emergencies. And I would go to the rooftop and I would meditate and do these kinds of things to bring me back to center. Sufi grind is an invitation to bring your energy back into alignment and to release this beautiful natural hormone, serotonin, to bring you into bliss. And when you do it, I want you to think about loving yourself. I want you to do it slow and sensuous, and sensuality is like loving the body, loving the life, loving the textures that are coming in right now, breathing into it and letting that natural effect of the serotonin rising up through the body. And as we need to know, it comes from the belly. So much comes from the belly. We're going to talk more about that in my next one next week on the vagus nerve and how we can elongate it and get more energy and clarity with our body temple with the right preparation and care. So, awesome week. We also have a 12-12 portal. 12-12 is amazing. So 12 disciples, 12 astrology signs, 12 months. 12. 12 is, it's actually a mystical number in the spiritual world that we don't necessarily look at in numerology or Western astrology, but it's always present. I remember one time when I was really trying to build the Tower of Light, and I went and I had a raindrop therapy, which means they just pour all these oils on your spine and then they wisp it out with the holy oils, which was the frankincense, the myrrh, and now all of a sudden I'm forgetting Magdalene's oil. Goodness gracious. Totally blowing my mind. But those were the ones that were being poured on me, and my vision was 12 sets of 12. 12 men, 12 women, 12 men, 12 women, walking up the mount to listen to the Lord Christ. And the 12 number, so there was 144 people there. Really, there was more to the vision that really spoke to me about the importance of men and women being in that, and the importance of the number 12. So we're going to have a 12-12 portal, which is asking you to step into the highest, like the whole wheel of astrology, the whole wheel of the disciples, the whole will of your life, and stand in the wisdom of that. Spikenard, that was the thing. Spikenard is the oil that was also a part of the holy oils, as that's the one that Magdalene rubbed the Christ's feet. Anyways, do Sufi grind. Start your morning like that. When you wake up, take the cold shower. I tune in. The first thing I do is very slow Sufi grinds. Drawing in the wisdom of my body and the stars, and releasing serotonin into my beingness to start my day off in the brightest and best way. Satnam.